Josh Brigette here with head coach Troy Allen in his 12th season for the Michigan Center Cardinals. Coach, 4-5 last year, not the season you wanted, but that did offer you the chance to really get a lot of young kids experience. I think you're excited about that experience that comes back this year. Talk about your expectations for your football team this year.
Well, we obviously want to improve in the 4-5. Kind of a weird year with new conference and a new game one opponent, but I would agree with you. I think having a lot of that youth, get the experience is going to pay dividends this year, but not only this year, the next couple of years, because it was a lot of younger kids. So our juniors that are from last year were a little upset, and now we're seniors and want to get back to where they've seen the program at its highest point. So they're really hungry to get back there, and their off season so far has proved that that they want what we miss. So.
You talked about the new conference. Cascades adds 4 teams to the conference this year. You're going to see 3 of them. Does that change how you prepare for games and opponents at all, or what? Just talk about the uniqueness now of the Cascades Conference.
I guess I don't really know, just because it is so different. We've played Jonesville before. I think it's our game 2, so we're a little used to what they do. But it's been a couple years. Columbia is new, but I know what they do because it's one of my former guys is over there. So yeah, a lot of unknowns, but I think that's a good thing. It's just kind of gets you excited for breaking down film and seeing what they got, and going to different places, having new teams come to your place. And I think it's the goal is to generate some excitement and just put yourself out there against different opponents, and it can only make you better in the long run. So.
Let's talk about your offense. You returned about 2/3 of your starting lineup. What are your expectations out of your offense this year?
Offensively, we have pretty high expectations. I think that it's probably going to be one of those things keeping everybody happy, because I've got so many kids that have the ability to have the ball in their hands and make plays. When it's all said and done, we've got some pretty big. I'm not doing a good job if I'm not getting the ball in a couple kids' hands, consistently, because I've got some kid. Kyron he's a game breaker. He's different. He's exceptional athlete that needs to touch football. But if anyone wants to focus on him, I've got some guys that we can go to that I think can do some damage. So, we think we're going to score points. I think the other side of the ball is that's probably going to be, a little bit more of our struggle.
Well, let's go over that other side of the ball again. Returning almost 2/3 of your starting lineup from the defensive side. Talk about what this team needs to do and your expectations for all 3 levels of your defense.
Yeah, I think we're fast. We're very fast. We're feisty, but a little undersized in some spots. And I think that as of right now, until we truly get a depth chart, I think projection is a lot of our O-line kids are going to be our D-line kids, and I don't always love that. So I'm giving a little grace to the defense in the simple fact that I think just being a little undersized, we're going to have to be very aggressive. Which is okay, because I think I've got the kids that can cover. It's just about, for example, going against Lumen, you know what you're going up front. It's, that's going to be a tall task. So we'll learn a lot early, and I think we'll be a heck of a lot better at the end of the season.
You talked about it, your week 1 opponent, Lumen Christi. Mm-hmm. Talk about scheduling that opponent, what you hope to learn out of week 1, and what you hope to accomplish playing the defending state champion.
Well, we've played them twice before. Both years they won a state championship, and then this year they're coming off a state championship. So, we taking them on. Obviously, we're going to give them everything we got. Our goal is to win. But, the truth is, knowing Lumen Christi and what they do, I think for our kids, it's really just a barometer of kind of, where we're at, where we want to go. I have a ton of respect for Lumen, and seeing them go 0-3 last year playing phenomenal opponents. We kind of try to take a little of that same recipe of challenge yourself, and you can still learn a ton. And as you can see how they finished the season, they were a lot better for taking on those tough opponents. So we're kind of using Lumen as kind of one of those teams to take on to hopefully win. But if not, I think there's a lot that can be gained from this.
Here with Coach Troy Allen, as him and the Cardinals are going to look to take on Lumen Christi week 1, and then they'll get into the new look Cascades Conference schedule. Coach, best of luck.
Oh, thanks a lot. Appreciate it.